Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Madam Nui, for being here with us today. I have three concrete questions. Firstly, on your early intervention capacities, because Article 13 of the regulation of the SRM establishes that you have to inform the SRB when an early intervention happens, and those interventions are established, the conditions are established in Article 27, and it is very clear that when there is a rapid deterioration of the financial situation of a financial institution, including liquidity problems, early intervention is an available tool. So my concrete question is, was there an early intervention during the crisis of the Popular by the SSM, yes or no? And if yes, when did that happen? And if no, what are the reasons for the SSM not to apply the early intervention that is established in the rules? My second question is also related to the liquidity problems of the bank. And here, it's very clear that at a certain moment, the Banco Popular, the liquidity coverage ratio of the Banco Popular was well below the mandatory threshold. And I would like to know, and this is a precise question, from which date the Banco Popular had the liquidity coverage ratio below the mandatory threshold. And I'm sure you have that information because since the Popular was being funded by the ILA in the bank, from the Spanish Central Bank, you were probably monitoring that. So I would like to know the concrete date before 6th of July when that threshold was below the mandatory, because it's important for us to know for how long the Banco Popular was operating below the mandatory rules. And I think this is an important question because in December 2016, that liquidity coverage ratio was of 135%, so well above the threshold. So what happened and when did it go below? And then my third question, and I will end here, Chair, is in relation to the management of the previous board. The previous board, that was being a complete disaster, went away with a pension of 73 million euros. That has created a big outrage in Spain. And I would like to know, well, a big outrage because there have been small savers that their funds have been completely wiped out. So I would like to know your opinion. Doesn't that pose questions to the legislators on what happens in those situations? Because probably we should be thinking about those funds being bailed in as well. Thank you. So I have these three questions. Thank you.
Intervention measures, they exist under two possible regulations, the CRD4 CRR and the BRD. Have we used the early intervention measures regarding, well, under BRD? The response is no. Why? Because we are obliged to act with proportionality, meaning that we have to take the minimum needed action to get an achievement. And the two regimes, which are considered differently by the banks, early intervention measures according to CRD4, CRR is considered, well, business as usual almost by the certain bankers, when under BRD is a strong warning. But it's difficult to have them under the BRD because of this proportionality on the minimum supervisory action needed. That's why I have sent a letter with the Vice Chair, Sabine Lautenschläger, to the legislators, to the Commission, to explain that the current drafting of these early intervention measures is a source of concern for me because it's very difficult to meet the conditions where it should be used. Because of this legal flaw, it's considered by a majority of my members sometimes as either too early or too late. We are never in a situation where it would be making sense. This being said, we have also fixed the issue by considering that we open our books and we open our cooperation with the SRB on the National Resolution Authority much, much earlier, almost earlier than if we had taken these early intervention measures according to the BRD. Also because it's based, this exchange of information and cooperation, on their need to know. And as supervisors, we are well placed to know that, yes, they need to know a lot in certain circumstances. And when we are not sure, better give more than give less. So it has not created any disruption, but yes, it would be great under the revision of the BRRD to have an early intervention measure which is delivering what it should be delivered, something different from CRD4, CRR, on a strong warning to the bankers, saying that you are taking a road, a trajectory that will conduct you to resolution or liquidation if you do not make an immediate U-turn. This is what is the purpose of early intervention measures. I will not give you a response on the levels daily of LCR ratio, because I have, again, confidentiality issues. I will just try to explain to you that when we have a breach of LCR in a bank, we have first to consider whether there is a possibility of recovery if the bank has a solution, and it takes sometimes. It can be fast in certain circumstances, but when it's fast, it's precisely because we are close to the real crisis. But in certain circumstances, it takes time. So is there a recovery possibility? When and how the bank will be able to respect the LCR ratio again? And if the response is, well, we don't believe it will be able, then we are close to on almost, it's a matter of days before we would take a failing or likely to fail decision.